Hello, my first graders. Today we're working in our Go Math book on page 37. So if you're not on page 37 right now, take a minute, find page 37. Okay, you pause the video, find it, and then hit play. All right, we're going to start on page 37, lesson 1.5. Okay, today we're going to be talking about the number 0. Well, what does 0 mean? If I have 0 fingers up, what does that mean? I have none. 0 is a word that means none or nothing. If you get 0 more of something, it means you don't get any more. Your number stays the same. So if I have 2 fingers up and I get 0 more fingers, that means I'm still stuck at 2. It means I have none. Or sometimes I might have no fingers, but then I get 3 more. So now I have 3. Okay, so 0 means nothing. 0 is one of those ones that makes it easy to add because our number is always going to stay the same. So let's take a look at this page. Okay, it says Scott has 4 marbles. Jennifer has no marbles. How many marbles do they have? Well, let's go start on this side. See how our page is divided in half? Scott has 4 marbles. So let's make Scott's 4 marbles. I'm going to write the number 4 for Scott's 4 marbles. Jennifer has no marbles. So am I going to make anything over here for Jennifer? No, I'm not, because if she has no marbles, that's another way of saying she has 0. Okay, if she has no marbles, it's 0. 0 means none, no, nothing. Okay. Now I'm going to finish my problem. I'm going to put my plus sign in between. So I have 4 plus 0 equals, okay, how many do they have all together? Well, if I'm looking at this problem, I only have these 4 circles right here. That's it. So my answer is 4 because Scott has 4, Jennifer has nothing. So we only have Scott's 4. So 4 plus 0 equals 4. Okay, if you need to catch up, just hit pause. Okay, we're turning the page. Okay, let's look at the top. It says, what happens when 0 is added to a number? Okay, so when 0 is added to the number, our number stays the same. Okay, it doesn't change because we're not getting anything extra. So look at this domino. Here's 5 on this side, 0 on this side. So our number model says 5 plus 0 equals, well, how many is it all together? It's still only 5. Our number stays the same. So the sum is 5, or the answer to our plus problem is 5. Look at this one. This time we start off with nothing. So we put our 0 here. Plus 3 from this side. What does that equal? Well, if we look at this, we count all those dots, it's still only 3. So see how our 3, it stays the same. Okay, down here, we have more of those dominoes. So we're going to do the first one together, and then I'm going to have you pause and work on the rest. So let me look at this picture. I have 1 on this side, so I write my number 1. How many do I have on this side? Nothing. So I need to write the number 0. My 1 plus nothing equals, well, how many do I have? I only have 1. My number stayed the same. All right, boys and girls, you are going to pause, and I want you to work on 2, 3, and 4. When you're done, hit play. All right, let's see what our answers were. So for number 2, you should have had 0 plus 2 equals 2. Our number stayed the same. For number 3, you should have had 0 plus 4 equals 4 because we still only have those 4 dots. For number 4 here, we have 6 dots plus 0 equals, so how many does it equal? 6. Our number stayed the same. 6 plus 0 equals 6. Okay, when we have nothing that we're adding to, our number stays the same, doesn't change. It's like if I gave you 6 cookies and I gave you no more, you still only have 6. All right. Over here, where directions are a little different. This time, they don't actually give us a picture. We have to draw our picture in on our own. So they're showing us 2 plus 0. So they want us to make our 2 circles. If we have the number 0, are we making any circles? Nope. So what does it equal? It equals 2. Our answer stays the same. 0 plus 1. See how they put the 1 circle on top of the 1? Anything go on top of the 0? Nope, right? 0 means nothing. So how many do we have all together? Well, we only have that 1. Okay, now some of these, like this one, right? It doesn't have 0 in it. So we have to draw our regular circles. Now there's some down here that have 0. There's some that don't. Okay, this one doesn't. Look, there's 0 there. Okay, I want you to work on 7, 8, 9, and 10. When you're done working on them, you can hit the play to check your answers. So let's pause the video. Okay, here we go. So we have 4 plus 6. You should have drawn 4 circles on top of the number 4 and 6 circles on top of the number 6. It's always a good idea to go, especially when there's a lot, to go back and check to make sure there's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, how many do we have all together? Well, you should have counted all the circles. When you counted them all, you got the number 10. 0 plus 5. Okay, 0. Do we write any circles? Nope. You should have made 5 circles on top of the number 5. And 0 plus 5 equals 5. Our number stays the same with a 0 problem. 3 plus 4. You should have made 3 circles and 4 circles. Okay, 3 plus 4. When you counted them together, 7. 0 plus 6. 0 circles plus 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equals 6. All right, if you made a mistake, pause and fix your work. Now we're going to look at Think Smarter. There are 5 red birds. Circle the number 5. There are 3 green birds. Circle the number 3. How many birds are blue? Okay, so let's look at our problem. There are 5 red birds and 3 green birds. How many birds are blue? Wait a minute. There's 5 red birds and 3 green birds. Oh, Mrs. Bell forgot about this one from last year. Guess what? We can't answer that one. They don't give us enough information to answer it. Okay, they don't tell us how many birds there are all together. So we're going to cross that one off. I forgot about that from last year. All right, here's our math on the spot. Remember, you can watch these videos if you want. Maya has 7 books, so I'm going to circle 7. Eli has no books. I'm going to circle this word no, because if he has no books, that's the same as what number? 0. Very good. 0 books, right? Or no books. Then Maya gives 7 books to Eli. How many books does Maya have? Okay, so let's go back to the beginning. Maya has 7 books. So here's Maya. I'm going to put an M down. Okay, Maya has 7 books. So let me give her 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so let's give Maya 7 books. Eli has no books. Okay, but we don't want to know about Eli. We want to just know about Maya. Okay, so right now Eli has nothing anyway. Maya gives 7 books to Eli. All right, so if she is giving those 7 books to Eli, is she getting more or is she taking some away? Hopefully you said taking some away, because if you give something of yours to someone, that means you're losing it because you're giving it to someone else. So she gives 7 books to Eli. So we're going to cross 7 off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did she give all her books to Eli? She did. If she gives all of these to Eli, she gives them away. How many does she have left? If she gives all of them away, she has nothing left. So what number stands for nothing? 0. She has 0 books. If she gives all of her books to Eli, she has nothing left. All right, now it says complete the addition sentence. All right, so this is completely different. I'm going to scoot this down a little bit so you can see. Okay, complete the addition sentence. Something plus something equals 0. All right, so show me 0. If I want to have 0 at the end, can I have 1? Does 1 plus 0 equal 0? No, right? So how can I have 0 at the end? Well, if I have nothing and I get nothing, would I still have 0? I would. So how could we write that as a plus problem? If I have nothing, so what number stands for nothing? 0, right? Nothing. And I get nothing. So what number again stands for nothing? 0. Does it equal nothing? Yes, it does. So here's my hint. I have nothing. I get nothing. And so I still have nothing. That's what our plus problem says right here. 0 plus 0 equals 0. All right, if you need to catch up, you can pause before you turn the page and then hit play. So we're going to turn the page. We're looking at our problem solving. All right, let me just set this back up again. Okay, and let's see. Here's our word problems again. Mike has 7 books. Cheryl does not have any books. Oh, she does not have any. She does not have any. That means she has 0. How many books do they have? All right, Mike has 7 books. So let's start with 7. Cheryl does not have any books. So what number do we need for Cheryl? She doesn't have any? 0. How many books do they both have? Well, if Mike has 7 and Cheryl has nothing, if you have 7 plus 0, it still equals 7. Okay, they have 7 books. See how we wrote it again? Okay, we can also write that out, right? 7 plus 0. We could do 7 books, and it's going to be hard to go across. I'm going to go across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you get nothing, right, that means we don't add any more circles. And so we still have these 7. All right, let's take a look down here at this using this picture. There are 5 birds in all. How many birds are in the birdhouse? Okay, let's use this picture to help us. They said there's 5 birds all together. That's it, 5 birds. How many are inside this house? Well, let's look. How many are on the outside? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a minute. There's only 5 birds, and there's 5 on the outside. How many are in the side? No birds, right? Because 5 birds on the outside plus 0 birds on the inside equals 5. So there's can't be any birds on the inside because all 5 are on the outside. So there are 0 birds inside the house. All right, last one here at the bottom. There are no dogs in the park. So when they tell us there are no of something, that means 0. Then 5 dogs come to the park. How many dogs are in the park now? Well, if there's 0 dogs at the park, then 5 come, right? Plus problem. How many dogs are in the park now? Well, we have no dogs and then we get 5 dogs. How many does that equal? You can draw a picture if you need to. 0 plus 5 equals 5. Our number stays the same. There are 5 dogs in the park now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can't make any for 0, so our 5 stays the same. All right, boys and girls, today you have an assessment to do, all right, that goes over the math that we've done so far. It has some problem solving on it. All right, thanks, boys and girls.